Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our workout for this week. Equipment-wise, you're going to need one kettlebell and a pair of dumbbells. The dumbbells are going to be going over our head, but it's a 30-second interval, so it's going to go pretty quick. Kettlebell we're going to use for a variety of things, from our single-side row to our single-side deadlift to adding it to our lunges and things like that. So you can always keep a variety of weights around, but make sure you at least have one decent-sized kettlebell. Okay. So our workout today, we've got a block of exercises that we're going to do 60 seconds of twice through. Then we'll take a quick break. We'll go down to the bottom and we have a group of exercises that we're going to do 30 seconds 4 times through. So first block's going to move a little bit slower with longer exercises. Block number 2 is going to move a little bit faster. Alrighty guys, we're going to get started. So we are starting with our kettlebell for our curtsy lunge. So on this curtsy lunge, the kettlebell is going to be held in a rack position. So remember, rack position means that we've got our kettlebell held in tight to the body. Elbows are pulled in tight to the sides, almost as if you're trying to squeeze the rib cage. So we've got a nice strong position. This is going to force us to sit back into our curtsy lunge a little bit more. It's also going to force us to use the core a little bit more to keep the chest up nice and tall. So we have 60 seconds right here, abs in nice and strong, starting in 3, 2, curtsy, here we go. We're going to cross over, sit it back, alternating sides, cross over, sit it back. Very good. So we have a full minute here. Taking your time, really focusing on your range of motion and your position as you go. So keep moving. As I turn sideways, what I want you to see is, again, like we talked about last week, making sure that you're stepping back enough that you can sit into your lunge without your knees running into each other. So reach back, nice big lunge. All right, guys, we're looking at 20 seconds to go. Keep them moving. Legs and glutes should be feeling a little tired. Almost there. Last one. Excellent job. We're going to set the kettlebell down. We're going to move to the end of your mat if you have a mat. If you don't, no big deal. For a single leg walkout. So on this one, we're going to work on only the walkout part. So I'm going to start on my right leg. Nice big reach up. Abs are pulled in super tight. We're going to reach it toward the ground. Once you get there, keeping the knee as straight as you can, we're going to walk it out. We're going to hit that plank with the legs still up in the air. If you need to, set that foot back down to walk it all the way back. And then we're going to switch legs. So added bonus on this challenge, just find that plank nice and strong. Walk as far back as you can with that foot in the air before you put it down. Switching sides, keep it moving. Now remember at any time that this is not life and death. If you lose your balance, especially on the way down, no worries, set that foot down, pick it back up when you find your balance, and keep moving. Awesome, guys. Working on a lot of things right here. Not just your balance, but a lot of core strength. It's amazing when you take a foot off the ground and then you alternate a hand coming up as you walk out. It really adds a lot to the obliques and the core and the shoulders on this one. Last one when you get to the top. All right, switching back to our kettlebell for a row. So this one, we're going to take our basic row for 30 seconds each side. So I'm going to start on my left. I've got my right hand holding the kettlebell. Like usual, I'm going to lean down all the way over that front leg so my back is nice and parallel to the floor. Abs in nice and tight, and here we go. 30 seconds, nice strong row. If you are looking to add more balance into your workout, this is one where you can work on trying to put most of your weight on your front leg. You can even pick up that back leg transfer most weight to your front leg. Just leave your toes on the ground on the back. Last one. And switch sides. Drop that weight over your front leg. Abs are nice and tight. 30 seconds. Here we go. Nice job. Remember on our rows, abdominals are pulled in tight. Always focusing on squeezing through the shoulder blades as you get that elbow all the way wrapped around the side. Awesome, guys. Almost there. Give me one more. Excellent job. Kettlebell goes down, and so do we. So we're going to take our pointers, but you got two options. So we have our kneeling pointers, which we've done multiple times. Those are the ones on the knee with the opposite leg and arm in the air, bringing together. The other option is from the feet. So you take whichever option you can. I challenge you to try to start from the feet first and then drop down if you need to, but we're gonna stay on the same side for 30 seconds. So I'm gonna start up on my feet. Abs are in nice and tight. 30 seconds, opposite arm and leg. Here we go. Lift, find that balance. Nice and slow, bringing it in. Reach away. Awesome. Focus on the control. If you have come up to the feet, remember that it's not how many you do, but how much control you have and how long you're up. So if you end up over 30 seconds doing 5 super slow, that's fantastic. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, no break, switch sides. Opposite arm and leg come up. Slow and controlled. In and reach. Now if you're on those knees, keep going everybody. If you are on your knees, abs in tight, the way you can add a little bit of challenge to this one without coming all the way up onto the feet is to pick up that back foot that is touching the ground. So you got shoelaces on the ground. Add the challenge by trying just to lift those shoelaces. You'll be amazed when you take one balance point off the ground how much of a difference it makes. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. We're back to the top. Grab that kettlebell again. Round 2, so one more round. Starting with our kettlebell, curtsy lunge in that rack position. So while you're still a little out of breath, pull that kettlebell in. Remember our rack position, squeeze the elbows in. Abs nice and tight. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, curtsy lunge. Here we go. Step back, reach, back together. Another thing you always want to remember on the curtsy lunge, which is part of what makes curtsy lunge a little different from the rest of our lunges, is to press your glute out to the side. You will immediately feel the difference. If you push that glute out nice and wide, you will feel the pull or the stress being put into the glute medius, which is the outside muscle of our glute, and a really important one for maintaining hip strength. So press that hip out wide. 5 seconds, everybody. 4, 3, 2, time. Set that kettlebell down to your mat or your walkout space. Single leg again. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keeping that knee as straight as you can. Abs super tight, nice strong plank. Walk it back. Try to get all the way up before you switch legs. That extra challenge. If you can get up standing, use that glute squeeze and pull up tall to the ceiling. Added bonus on that one. Awesome, guys. Keeping it working, keeping it working. Nice and tall. Long plank line, stretch the body. We got one more coming up. Give me your last one. Best effort here. Squeeze into that plank. All right, switching into our kettlebell row. So find that kettlebell. Opposite arm, opposite leg in front. Lean down over that front leg, abs in nice and tight. And here we go. 30 seconds, nice and strong. Wrap that elbow around the body. Make sure that the shoulders themselves aren't turning to try to lift this weight. If you have to turn your shoulders and your chest up to the ceiling in order to pull it, it's too heavy. You want to be able to keep collarbones staring at the ground. Last one. Switch sides. Ready? Here we go. 30 seconds. Big squeeze and pull. Keep it going, guys. It's your last time on them. Keep them strong. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Set that kettlebell down to the ground for our last round on those pointers. So remember, you got 3 options. You've got hand, foot, and knee on the ground. You have hand and knee on the ground, and you also have just your hand and foot. So start with whatever challenges you the most. Last time, the foot in the air was getting me, so I'm gonna try that one again. Ready, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Always find your balance point before you start moving. If you are off balance a lot, swinging side to side, and you try to start moving your body, you will have a much harder time recovering. Even if that means that you spend 30 seconds just holding that balance point, that's okay. Because you are challenging yourself into that hold. Whoa, lost my balance. Switch sides. Opposite side. Arm and leg are away. Here we go. You may quickly find that one side is significantly better than the other. Usually it's a combination of mobility and flexibility at certain joints, shoulder and hip. It's a difference of strength, even just the strength down to all the tiny supporting muscles, especially in the shoulder and hip. It's difference of coordination. There's a lot of reasons that we can be much more balanced on one side than the other. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, break time. Grab a sip of water. That's the precise reason why we work so many things single-sided. If we always stayed squats on both feet equally, if we always did crunches to the middle, or just plank in the middle without moving opposite sides of the body, we would stay imbalanced all the time because you would always have a side that takes over. So it's really important that your workouts always include opposing side exercises or single side exercises, like our rows, like our straight leg deadlifts that we're going to be doing coming up, like our plank pointers, our mountain climbers. You always want to make sure that we're challenging the sides individually. Spilled a bunch of water on myself. Okay, in our next block here, we have 5 exercises that we're going to be doing for 30 seconds at a time. So we're going to go top to bottom, and I'll give you a quick breather, like maybe 20 seconds, and then we're going to go back to the top for 4 rounds. We're starting with our kettlebell single leg deadlift. So we were just talking about the importance of working our sides independently, and this exercise is going to take advantage of that. So we're going to start with that kettlebell. We're going to do opposite of what we normally do. So the kettlebell is going to be in my left hand, and I'm going to stand on my left leg. So usually, facing the camera, we're in this position. The leg that's moving is the arm that's moving. But we're going to take the opposite. What you have to look for, though, is you're automatically going to want to turn your shoulder. That kettlebell, or the weight that you have, is going to want to reach your arm and and rotate your shoulders. So we have to try to prevent that by making sure that the opposite shoulder goes down at the same time. It's gonna wanna lag behind. So go ahead and make sure you have your kettlebell in your left hand. You're standing on your left foot facing me, and we're ready to go. So 30 seconds. You can take your opposite arm out to the side if you want. As you face me, think about the fact that I'm looking at your shoulders and I want to see them moving together. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Excellent. So I gave you a lot to think about this one. Most importantly, that your shoulders are moving together. And then as with any deadlift, we're always thinking about the back staying nice and straight and the shoulder blades staying squeezed together. This one is all about balance and control. So take your time, and there's time. Set that down and grab your dumbbells for me. We're gonna take a push press with these dumbbells. So remember, a push press, we have 2 dumbbells unless your dumbbells are too heavy, and then drop down to 1 dumbbell. Feet are a little bit wider than hip width, knees are slightly bent, abs are tightened, nice and strong. We're going up overhead. Chin is tall. Open your arms as much as you can so that you're not blocking off your armpits. 30 seconds, here we go. Big press to the ceiling. Awesome. So on our push press, guys, we're trying to make everything come from those shoulders. If by the end of this 30 seconds, it starts getting heavy on you, you can add a little pop from the legs to help you get them there. But for as long as you can, keep everything from those arms. Last one. Excellent job. Set them down. Switching back to your kettlebell, we're on the right side now. So standing on your right leg, kettlebell in the right hand, facing me, shoulders are squared across. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Excellent. Unless you have me on a computer screen that's super high, like way up on top of a desk, one thing you can do is try to watch me with your shoulders. So think about you've got a camera on the front of your shoulders. And if you turn a shoulder, you're turning your view and you're turning me sideways. I will fall over if you turn me sideways. So do your best. I'm gonna fall myself over. Lift from that back leg, big squeeze. We've got time for one more. Excellent. Okay, set that down. We got 2 quick moving, kept our heart rate up a little bit. We have our speed skaters first, followed by some sumo squats. So scoot yourself over to one side if you need to. Speed skaters, remember we're taking a big step or a big hop sideways and then adding that little curtsy step. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So big step or hop, and then just tap that foot. Your arms, you can do what you want with. I like to swing mine forward as I hop, swing it back as I tap. Now your speed is up to you. You can turn this into a super quick challenge, or you can slow it down a little bit and focus on getting up and away. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Feet wide. Toes turned out. Hands behind the head with the chest tall. Sumo squat. So press those knees out. Squeeze the glutes in. Oops. The reason that I'm asking you to keep those hands behind your head is because while I turn sideways, keep going. The hands behind your head a lot of times remind you to keep your chest tall toward the ceiling versus the arms in front letting your chest fall. So keep it tall and time. Quick sip of water if you need it. You have 20 to 30 seconds. Then we're back to that deadlift. Hold talking is making me very dry mouth this morning. All right, a couple seconds left. We'll start left side again. So left hand in y'all's view, left foot. Just our deadlift. Turn a little bit sideways this time so you can watch the back line staying nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, here we go. No matter what, your core is tight. Fight for that balance. I'll stop talking now and let you work on keeping that strong body. Last 10 seconds. And time. We're going into our dumbbell push press, so grab those dumbbells. We have 30 seconds. We're going to curl them up nice and strong and go right into that first press. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Briefly remember all your cues here. Slight bend in the knees, glutes are tight, abdominals are tight. As you press up, shoulders open, armpits open, chin is tall. Almost there, guys. 3, 2, 1, and time. Back to that kettlebell. Right hand, right foot. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Awesome, guys. Staying strong, long and lean through the body. Last couple coming up, last one. Set that kettlebell down, we're right into our speed skaters. Give you 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get yourself breathless right here. Do what you have to do. It's a big step. It's a long hop. It's a high hop. Whatever works for you to get that heart rate up there. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Sumo squat, feet wide. Toes out, hands up, here we go. If that breathing's out of control, deep breath in on the way down. Blow it away. 5 seconds. Last one. And break. 2 rounds down, 2 to go. Quick sip. One thing I want to talk about briefly while you are getting ready here is your balance points on your foot. If you're having a real hard time with your balance on these deadlifts, I want you to think about 3 things on this next round. When your foot is on the ground, you have contact with your pinky toe, your big toe, and your heel. Those are your 3. It's your tripod. So think as you go, pinky toe, big toe, heel, and lock them into the ground. Kettlebell in the left hand. Left leg on the ground. 30 seconds. Again, I'm going to talk less. You move more. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice, guys. All about you. Keep that focus on what you're doing the whole time. Got time for one more. Set it down, dumbbells, push press. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice and strong. Drive your body, arms up tall. Drive those legs into the ground. Anchor yourself as strong as you can. 5 seconds, finish it up. 2, 1, excellent. Kettlebell, right hand, right leg. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Time for one more. All right, guys, we've got our heart rate killers coming up. Speed skaters in 4, 3, deep breath, 2, 1, here we go. 30 seconds, make them count. Push off that outside leg. Squeeze through the inner thighs to pull them in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sumo. Feet wise, toes out, here we go. Keep that chest nice and tall, even though it drops a little bit. Back line nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. Last break, 1 round to go. Quick sip. Guys are doing awesome. We have 1 to go here. 2.5 minutes and you're done. Grab that kettlebell. To trick up the body a little bit, we're going to switch our starting side. Standing on the right leg, kettlebell, right hand. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hang in there. You have time for one more. Excellent, dumbbells. Push press. This may feel like the most challenging one for you depending on the weight that you have, but it's your last round. 3, 2, curl them up. Here we go. Big strong drive. Abs in tight. Make those shoulders do your work. Seconds, everybody, 10 seconds. Push them out. Hang on to it, last one. All right. Set them down. Back to that kettlebell, left hand, left foot. We got 3 to go, guys, 3 to go. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Strong, steady, and controlled here. Last one coming up. Alrighty, set those down. You got 60 seconds to push it at the end. Speed skaters in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make it count. Give me everything you got on these last 2 exercises, guys. You got it, you got it. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, sumo squats. Finish strong, here we go. How many can you do? In 30. Hang in there, hang in there. Come on, 10 seconds. What you got left? What you got, what you got? 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. All right, guys. Great work today. I hope you had a good workout. I hope that you're feeling out of breath. I certainly am. I'd like to blame it on the elevation and the altitude, but I don't think I can. That was a great workout. I hope you enjoy doing it again this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week, everybody.